Hello, my name is Francis Escalante. I belong to the Florence Road Church, and I will be receiving you if you're new. Welcome. This is like a mini podcast where we have the opportunity to learn from the dogmas of the Florence Road Church. And in this moment, we are in episode number 2, season 2. So it's a number 22. It's a good luck number. So you should always listen to us, subscribe from the first time, and we have a Patreon involvement. You should donate if you want, what you like. So in this moment, the title, we will start with the title of the episode. It is called uh, Believe in Your Wisdom and Good in the Hand of the Sixth Sense. Okay, that's the title. So it is very important for you to have your own wisdom. We have spoken about Solomon, King Solomon, and Jesus Christ. King Solomon had his own way of understanding the wisdom. He built temples. He did like many prayer, and Jesus Christ also spoke about wisdom. So they are like true believers of this gift, spiritual gift. Wisdom is not like an advanced situation that you will get to. Everybody can have wisdom. Babies have wisdom. Babies know learn how to ask for the food, and even animals have wisdom. This is what Solomon teaches us. But we should always interpret the understandings of the past and the Jesus understanding of wisdom and your own understanding. So this is all about the second episode of season number 2. So we will start just by learning that wisdom is a practice that you will find by yourself in prayer. It is a spiritual gift. It is no like something that will remain. It is something that you will build, like everything. Playing the guitar, you learn it from zero. Eating, you learn it from zero. Reading, you learn it from zero. Writing, you learn it from zero. Everything is learned by zero, but you are not a zero in life. So wisdom makes you have value. In prayer, you just close your eyes, or maybe with eyes open, you direct to God and tell Him, ask for Him to give you wisdom. God, give me wisdom, and He will give you the wisdom that you want in the long run. Okay, because like everything, spiritual gifts are like built like a temple, right? Like the temples of Solomon that helped so much in the prosperity of intelligent humanity. Uh, so let's talk a little bit about wisdom, Solomon, and Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ told us that wisdom is found in the books he read. Also, he told us with the many like lessons he gave in his speaking. And King Solomon always left the temples, left his teachings to many professional architects, and that have learned from him so much. Wisdom transforms into professional wisdom, but it always starts in a simple way, in prayer. So Thornes Rose Church is a believer of prayer, is a believer of wisdom, and mostly about your own wisdom. This is the topic of today. Let's talk about your own. What do you have in that heart? Do you have a wall, or do you live for kind people to always be talkative with you and always give you like love and everything? You should have a wall. It is good to have a wall always. It is good to make people learn something always in a conversation. It is good to stop people. Too much kindness from people generates like too much like saturation. If you leave them be, and you they will like end with something beautiful that is life with them and with other people, right? So if you build a wall, you will make valuable your time with those people, kind people, and also with people who are too kind at first and then they show up like in a situation that doesn't involve kindness, right? So you should be prepared with wisdom, but no, it's not a wisdom that you will like gain uh, like from today to tomorrow. It is a wisdom that you will ask for it to grow, and this is gained by prayer, like I have told you, and putting a wall between the ones that love you and between the ones that you will have more like understanding, and this understanding turns into a lesson, like Jesus Christ, like Solomon, like many people that have gained that knowledge of building a wall in their homes, in their school, with their girlfriends, with their boyfriends, girls, and people that also love their own, like people that love have a relationship with other people that of the same sex. It is also good. The Furnace Rose Church believes in this love, that it is so painful, full of happiness, and we like uh, are truly believers of a higher happiness always, that is constructed with knowledge of King Solomon's teachings and Jesus Christ's practices, right? So, uh, why am I speaking so much about wisdom? Because you can hear everything from people, right? That they will treat you right and everything, but it's important to put a stop to them a while and generate like a criteria of your own, teachings of your own, experiences of your own. And this is life, right? Living experiences based on prayer. That's the absolute belief of Florence Road Church for its followers. Remember that we're here to gain experience, we're here to support each other. That is why I have a link of Patreon. You can help us grow. And it is very important for you to know that if uh, you are invited to be happy, you should always believe in happiness of others, right? And you are doing like a wrong misunderstanding of everything if you let other people treat you kindly forever and ever, right? You should always treat others with respect, and respect involves treating others like with the basis of prayer, basis of teachings from other people that have found this, right? This wall, the wall, right? Even music involves walls because you learn from conversations, through enriched conversations, right? With everyone, because if you have a wall, you can speak with everyone. You have that wisdom, your own wisdom. So this is really a nice phenomena, and you may call it how you may call it. It is a function situation that will make you gain power. And mostly, if you know the second like lesson of today, the Florence Road Church, that is, apart from having your own wisdom, it is uh, gaining a good spirit, being good always. But look the finger, but always watching out for your sixth sense. Your sixth sense is very important, because if you don't use it when you're good, it will take you to I don't know where. But if you use it, if you use your sixth sense when you're good, then you will be happy, totally happy, and this will give you more wisdom. Okay, those lessons. If you survive with those lessons, you won't survive. You will live happily, and you will demonstrate it from the heart to others, not the mind, not other your lungs, not your arms, but your heart. Okay, life comes from here. Okay, So, in the name of Jesus Christ, you should believe it that Jesus Christ never suffered. Okay, Jesus Christ wasn't crucified. Jesus Christ made us believe that he was crucified. But the Forest Road Church tells you things how they are. He never suffered. If you believe in a cross, just laugh at it or make it a joke because he never felt it. Okay, it was an illusion, and the Catholic Church changed it for their own interests, but it was so fast that they had to make it believe, right? But you have slow living phenomena. It's better, like Englishman says. It's better. It will give you prosperity if you live with wisdom, if you live with true power, and if you live being good. But why are you good? Because you use your sixth sense, not the first, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth. You use your sixth sense. It is the best sense when you are good. Okay? And here comes the best lesson. If you laugh about the cross, then use the cross. Why not? Why not be radical with bad things? Why not like believe in your own understandings? I will tell you one simple, like, something that occurred to me when I was traveling to England. I stopped for a minute in the airport of Luton, and there I thought, like, why am I here at Luton? I am in an airport. I see people standing up. I see people sitting. But I began to, there in Luton, I began to think about my life at 34, 35. But something great happened because I found like the friendship of someone. I started speaking with an English girl, and she told me that she was going to Netherlands, but I had just flown from my country, from New York to England, and there she told me that the country that I was gonna visit, the island, the UK, was a country full of like peace, full of uh, peaceful phenomena. You will find peace here. That's what she told me, and this changed my perspective because I was like thinking too much. The brain is always thinking, right? What I'm gonna find. I'm in a different country. I'm in an island. Fear, right? But like Iron Maiden said, fear is the key sometimes. So if you have fear, you act, you react. And I spoke with this girl. She told me something really in the heart. We communicated, and I felt it. So it was a nice trip, the one I had to England, rock and roll places and everything. But it was because I spoke. So you should always learn to speak. You should not learn people to treat you right always. You should put a wall always. You should treat them with love, but wisdom always. Something that is constructive. Many people will come and go, but you will stay with the people that love you really, that hear you, that listen to you, and that really want to keep on with you. And the ones that go, there will come better people, okay? Always in your life, be good and use your sixth sense. This is the second lesson, and I will explain you what is the sixth sense. The sixth sense is being good. It always functions with being good. If you are a bad person, if you always are like silly, or if you are like you don't like to work, if you are lazy, if you are a person that hates too much and insult everybody, and you are angry always, you should change your ideals, and put that wall and turn into someone that teaches and learns, right? With your own wisdom, always, because everybody has their own wisdom. Not only the wisdom that God gives you, but your own wisdom that you construct by traveling, by prayer, by experiences. So it is a nice person, the one you have to construct, and not a person that will be temporary in this eternal prosperity, right? And amazing prosperity. So the sixth sense is very important because if you are good, it functions. Being good is you know it. You know it. People want your advice, give them good advice. People want you to tell them the truth, give them a nice truth, not the ones that they want to hear always, right? People want you to play your music, play them your music with love. People want you to donate something that will be benefit to you, receive it. So being good involves every aspect, being good in every aspect of life, and you will use your sixth sense that comes from your heart. How is your sixth sense used? A sixth sense is used when you have fear. Fear is good. Fear is like not involving yourself in difficult situations, not involving yourself in terrible, dangerous situations, like uh, following the lessons of many people that have taught us before. People are full of joy, full of wisdom, and you should follow their guidance, right? So, sixth sense, like, works fast. No, I won't do this. Stop it. Or in prayer, God, stop me from doing this. And you stop it. And you turn into your own wall. Okay? This is the sixth sense, but you have to be good. Listen, you have to be good to use your sixth sense. And it will make you happy with the first lesson is using your own wisdom. So this is the end of the second episode of second season. It is a nice to meet you. My name is Francis Escalante, and we have spoken so truly about the teachings of Jesus Christ. Never learn about pain. Pain is the only temporary thing we have here in life. Everything in life is eternal. Everything in life doesn't end. But if pain is the only small thing that is temporary, don't believe in it. Don't believe in it, neither for you, neither for everybody, for other people, for other people. Don't believe it because it's small. It doesn't matter. Believe in eternity, believe in the Thornless Rose Church. Donate, please. Write to me comments here if you want to add something here. I will be glad to respond. And thank you. My name is Francis Escalante. Thank you for listening to the Thornless Rose Church. And have a nice day. Subscribe, please, new people. Bye.